I just got an email from Reach Records, and it stated that they had let GAWVI go. What does this mean? Why? And what do I think about it? Well, that's going to come up in the next couple of moments. Stay tuned. All right, welcome to Josh Snyder Music. I'm Josh Snyder, or JSM. We do a lot more than just music, and as you see here, we're going to be growing a more of a speaking news platform alongside what we do here musically, and all of it being kingdom centered. So follow along if you haven't done so already. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. There'll be a lot more like this and higher quality. It's a little on the go, as you see, but since this was a fairly pressing release, I figured I'd jump on it while I was out and about today. So here's the story. I'm gonna pull you onto my phone real quickly and show you what the email said. Alrighty, this is an email that got put on blast to Reach Records email list, and it states, due to the behavior that is inconsistent with our core values, we have ended our professional relationship with GAWVI. This was a tough decision for us because of the level of complexity and because we invest in our artists not just for their talent, but also as brothers and sisters in Christ. This is something we have been processing for over a year and have wrestled with what would be the right way forward. Now details that have been provided to us made us realize today's decision was necessary. We also want our actions to be a reflection of love and care and concern for those who fail and those who are affected by our failures. Each of us needs God's grace, and we invite you to pray for the families and individuals whose lives are being impacted. This is not a chance to throw anybody away. We continue to hope for restoration to be the outcome. And this is such a lot that goes into making this, and they considered a whole lot to make this decision, including over a year's worth of investigation into GAWVI for some allegations of why he left his wife. And so just a whole lot that goes into the reasoning behind them finally terminating GAWVI. All right, so with all those things in mind, the question is, what can we do to respond to this? Some people will be a little outraged, as I'm sure it's probably warranted in some parties' cases. But as a Christian, I've got to come down to a few responses, and one main one being that we need to pray for GAWVI. Again, I don't know his real name. I don't know much about him aside from he's got some bangers of music out there. But it sounds like he's got himself in some trouble, to say the least. Satan has got him by the tail and yanking his chain a little bit, and he's letting it happen. And it's sad to see a man fall, a good man even, a man who presumably wants to do the right thing, but doesn't. I mean, we all know what that feels like some days, and maybe not on such a large scale, but I believe we can pray for him, first and foremost. Pray that God leads him, guides him, convicts him, brings him out from where he's at, and reconciles the situation to the best that it can at this point. Again, it sounds like he left his wife for another woman, and the whole label knew about things that were going on, and it took a lady calling him out over Facebook or Twitter or whatever it was, saying, hey, everyone at Reach knows about this stuff going on. Everybody knows all this stuff, and cussing him out on online for them to really start doing some stuff about it. And recently some more things apparently came to light that damned him, so to speak, even more so. And so I'm sad to see a good artist fall. When I say good, I don't mean as in his morals. It sounds like he's got some room to grow and things to change and to do better. But I feel that we can show support and love to him through prayer without affirming his actions or trying to defend evil. If there's truly some things where he's fallen short in some detrimental ways to his family, his friends, and his faith, there needs to be a call out of that. And Reach Records should let him go. And so what are your thoughts on the situation? Do you know anything more than what I've heard and known and researched and read? Let me know below. Again, most of all, keep this man in your prayers. and understand that most of us are 1, 2, 3 steps away from being far off in the weeds spiritually, so to speak, as well. Stay on the path, follow Christ, and be sure to subscribe.